Well, let's talk now to John Quelch, who's Executive Vice-Chancellor of China's Duke Kunshan University. Welcome back to the programme, John. Good to see you. So how would you assess the progress of the trade negotiations between these two countries?
So this is the fourth round of negotiations, and I think perhaps it was important that something positive finally came out of this seemingly endless round of trade talks. So by focusing on the particular issue of TikTok in Madrid, I think the negotiators may have actually achieved something that hopefully can be confirmed. The framework agreement may take maybe a month to work out in the full flesh of detail, but overall this looks like a very positive step forward as a result of the focus on a single issue.
So a positive step forward then over TikTok. How significant is the outcome of this deal, though?
Well, I think it's significant in two ways. First of all, it was a very high-profile element of the disputes between China and the U.S. The U.S. Congress had mandated that TikTok U.S. operations be divested from ByteDance, the Chinese owner. And there were 170 million users of TikTok in the United States who potentially were going to be upset if this was not achieved by the September 17th deadline. And I don't think after postponing it for three consecutive deadlines, President Trump was of a mind to postpone it for another deadline.
So TikTok's future seems to be resolved, at least for now, but this is not the only issue, of course. Friction on both sides with export restrictions, anti-dumping probes. How much of an obstacle are those when it comes to reaching a broader consensus between the two countries?
I think much devil in the detail. There are countless issues that still remain to be negotiated here. And you have what is almost the diplomatic equivalent of trench warfare, in the sense that you have the two sides dug in. Occasionally, one side lobs a grenade over the wall, as the U.S. did last Friday when it put another 23 companies on the entity list. And then, of course, the China side responded by putting NVIDIA under an anti-monopoly investigation in China. So I think you have this diplomatic trench warfare continuing, but I think that perhaps the negotiators themselves want to prove their worth by actually moving to resolution on some of these issues, and certainly taking the uncertainty out of the equation on many of these export controls and tariff issues would certainly help business and stimulate the world economy.
So do you think these negotiations and discussions will ultimately end up ensuring a more stable trade relationship between China and the United States?
Yes, I think that both sides recognize that some sort of stability and equilibrium is really essential, because many other countries are waiting on the sidelines to see what the arrangements are from a tariff point of view between the U.S. and China before they themselves can determine their own arrangements with each of these two superpowers. So it's inconvenient for all trading countries in the world to have this uncertainty around the most important single bilateral trading relationship.
John, great to speak to you. John Quelch there from China's Duke Kunshan University.